restaurants and ordering shit. You cannot stop to say, right? Like I've ordered shit off your menu. I tried to get to the number two. You know, like I would literally be going to like, I don't know Scottish. I don't know Scottish as well as I know Irish. But I know how to shuck my way like I can't like you don't say I cannot, you say I cannot in Scottish. So yeah, yeah, I cannot. If you say that right, you get it right the right time, you know, and you cannot get about like that kind of thing. And if you say that and kind of shuck your way through, and then shut the fuck up quickly, they'll think you're Scottish as long as you're comfortable with it. So yeah, about 2 weeks later, from what movie? Oh, I never saw it. I watched the show. I got to work on My Name Is Earl. That was fun. I did all the special props like the eyeball, the mailman's eyeball. Uh, what the fuck else? The dentures that flew into the deep fryer at the fast food place. Yeah, if you Google my name, my first name is Rufus, Rufus, and my last name is Hearn, Hearn. I'm autistic as fuck, dude. I went to school for laser physics and propulsion physics. I my first 7 years working when I was like in my teens and 20s, I was in defense contracting. I threw this big ass tantrum at this place called EG&G Electronics, like fucking up on tables, fucking throwing shit and stuff. Because every time we would weaponize a project, they would classify it. And then all these fucking all these MPs had come in like grabbing us like we committed a crime. Like it pissed me off, man. Like, but we had technically committed a crime because we weren't cleared for that level of classified project. But we're the ones who got it there, motherfuckers. Give us a chance to leave. Like I was so pissed. So I finally threw this big ass tantrum after Michael Reed crowd control actually, and I fucking burned every bridge and I turned into an artist for a week. But yeah, if you Google my name and go to imdb.com, dude, I never ever applied for a fucking movie in my life. I have no idea how I have a career. But I have like, I'm on the Oscar list for the 2009 Star Trek. I did fucking 4 of the 5 years of Babylon 5. I was a picture guy for Buffy. Like, it was a trippy thing, man. It's like, and it was all just me, like, every time a door would open up next to me, I'd look inside, just step in if they'd let me, and go, yeah, well, I can help with that. Pretty soon I'm making the green fucking goblin and shit. Weirdest career ever. I wasted so much time in school. Yeah, actually, I'm in a lead. I don't know where you are. Man. Ah! I just blew up on a wall. Called it out, Rocky. I actually jumped the lava that wasn't there just then. Oh. Yeah, he was. Oh, I remember him. I've got a few tracks where I do that, but for the most part, I'm usually struggling with the group. And then gun pass you. Yeah. Yeah, he's done that to me too. He's done that to me too. And he'll be right behind you, and you think like, "Oh, I got him. This is it." And then at that one crucial moment, he's got two rockets instead of one. It's like, oh, like there was one time we were both boosted rockets, and I was like, "Ha, I'm still ahead of him." And I heard him boosted again, and he shot past me. I was like, he had two. He's actually one of the people that inspired me recently to start shimmying a lot more. I do a lot more drifting than I was recently. ¿Qué pasó, Hector? ¿Qué pasó, Hector? Tiny. I, I speak less Spanish and I do German, and I speak hardly any German. I can basically get a taxi to the airport, insult someone in a bar, and order a sandwich in Germany. That's about as far as it goes. I can ask what. Nice, nice. Yeah, nice. It actually fits. The personality the personality actually fits the stereotype better. uh, and the trucks, man, you got to respect the trucks. They're usually better than any restaurant you can go to. There's a truck up. There's a truck up here in Tillamook, Oregon. There's a there's a truck there's a truck up here in Tillamook, Oregon, and this guy does a shrimp ceviche stuffed jalapenos deep fried in an egg batter. It's freaking incredible, man. It's like five-star restaurant gourmet level stuff. It's so good. Yeah, we've got a few good places up here, but it's nothing like LA, man. I miss LA. The food in LA. The fact that you could just drive to work and get you could get on this place. It was called Tapas and Tacos, and I used to drive to work when we were doing like Babylon 5 and stuff, and they had these empanadas at like first thing in the morning, and they only had the breakfast stuff in the morning time, but they had these empanadas that were like, you never forget these things once you eat them, like like amazing. And empanadas like it's like a kind of a light dough, almost like the dough's almost like a croissant kind of dough, but not flaky. And it usually no, usually it's usually stuffed with like meat and stuff. Sometimes they'll do them with sweets and stuff inside, but it's like usually like a half taco, but it's crimped on the sides, and it'll be stuffed with like meat, like real like not real spicy, usually like real succulent meat or like eggs rancheros inside. So good, man. Like the eggs ranchero ones are like just crazy good. Like driving to work, chomping down on eggs ranchero empanadas, and showing up at like 5:30 in the morning, showing up at 5:30 in the morning to make some stupid ass monster that like it always used to happen. Like the designer would usually do like three designs, maybe five designs for a creature, right? And you would do the designs was George Shell, for instance, was a friend of mine. He would do one he really liked, and then he would do one that he kind of liked, but he'd intentionally make it look a little bit doofy. And then the other three would be varying degrees of this is a complete bullshit idea and you're not going to like it, so that he would get his idea done. You know what I mean? Was like what it turned into. But he would make the ideas. He was a good enough artist to make them all look serious, and people would look at him like, "Oh man!" So, Alien Resurrection, for instance, that alien they ended up doing for Alien Resurrection, that was the abortion. He was so pissed that they picked it. He was like, "Oh my fucking god, they picked that!" Like, like it was in a, he like it literally it has this little fucking weird like skeleton nose with a little tassel hanging out and shit. And they wanted it. It was like, no, we're all building the robotics for it. Like, what are we building? So yeah, we used to like get high, eat empanadas, and make sometimes the stuff we were working on you knew was a bad idea. Like what are you right now? Diamond three. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I just hit Elite one again, and then I always lock at Elite. I always lock. I've never breached 10%. I'm at 7% in Elite right now, and I've been here for 2 weeks. I have never gotten past 10%. I usually stay at 1%. It gets so hard once you get it. We only get 6 people per match for one, and for two on Elite, you get like I think it's 3 points for first place, 2 points for second, and then you get zero for third, zero for fourth, zero for unless you have 12 people or 10 people in the match. Then you'll get points for third, fourth. But with 5 people, you don't even get points for third place. So you get zero. I mean, with 6 people. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard to advance. What's your hobby? What's your hobby? What do you do outside the job? What's your hobby? What do you do outside work? Like, what's your favorite hobby outside of nice outside? Okay, outside of gaming, like what kind of? If you had a dream job, what would it be? Think about it. Yeah, think, think about it, because you'd be surprised if you if yeah, I like it actually. I love this area. That the two turns to the left. Those turns to the left, the big turns to the left. I love them. What? The different strokes reference, man. You are old. You are old. Nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's beauteous. What you talk about? You, you. I totally tangled up. Oh my god! I just blew up. I just blew up twice now. Oh. What car is it? Which turn is it? You mean the big vertical hairpin there? Unfortunately, I'm allergic to mushrooms and like fungus and stuff. I'm allergic to mushrooms in general. Sucks. I can cook my ass. I could cook my ass off with them too, but I can only barely touch and taste the sauce while I'm doing it, or I get like my esophagus starts closing up, my bronchial tubes. I mean, I'm only allergic to a few things: NutraSweet, mushrooms, which is the sucky one, and I have a really like really bad allergy to opiates. So like opiates and things that follow the opiate pathway are like pretty bad. So that's fun because I have to do surgeries with no painkillers. Yes. And I'm getting ready to go back to as soon as I can afford it because my insurance doesn't cover it. But I want to go back to an allergist and see if I'm still allergic because I had a couple accidents about a year ago where I ended up eating food that had mushrooms in it and my throat did not close up. And they say that you can outgrow allergies. I'm hoping maybe I'm not allergic to it. Oh wait, we're on the starting line. I hope. I wish. I've tried portobello. I've tried shiitake. I've tried your regular morels. I've tried your basic oyster mushrooms, stuff like that. Every one of them, man, just fry me out. I tried magic mushrooms. Fried me out. I couldn't hear that. You cut out for a second. You said Amazonian what? What are those? That sounds good. That sounds controlled. That was how I found out how I was allergic. Someone handed me a quarter ounce of mushrooms for 4th of July in Vegas. I grew up in Vegas, and I was 14 years old. And I was like, oh, bag of mushrooms. So I ate the entire bag of mushrooms. Oh, wow, is that what you guys do to get over that? I've never seen anyone take that shortcut before. Yeah, I've been doing that. You said that the other day. I've been doing that instead of flying over the ocean. Bash, right here. See? No, I'm in 3rd. Oh. This is my groove right here, though. I even did the shimmy. I even did the little shimmy just to prove it. This is my groove. And this hairpin, I have this hairpin at top speed down. I figured out a trick. Bounce off the left-hand wall. Right as you go. Punch it. Bam. Oh, I'm on PC. Oh! Why'd you pick that car? Sorry, I was holding up. I managed to pass third. I think he wrecked finally. Oh yeah. First is already across. Whew. That almost calls for another coffee. Man, ready up the bomb. Those really are good cars, man. They really control good. Like it's the best arcade style game I've ever played as far as the car control. What's it called? Oh, my daughter said something about that. I'll have to check that out. Do they actually do races, or do they load you up 3 times with not enough players? Was working on Snoop Dogg horrors, doing the dentures and some of the puppets. My name is Rufus, right? And I'm Irish as fuck, so I'm like pale skinned as all this shit. But I grew up in 5 generations of jazz musicians, so I was like more comfortable with his crew than I was with my own crew. And so at one point they were telling Snoop that it was going to be like 45 minutes before they were ready for him to set up on the other side of the studio, out exterior shots. And I'm working on Snoop, like getting the dentures out of his mouth and stuff for the break. And I'm like, just man. And he was like recording an album, doing the soundtrack for the movie, recording 2 albums, doing the soundtrack for the movie and acting in the movie. And I was like, bro, you've got like 3 hours minimum, man. They're not going to be nowhere near close. Like they were just bullshitting them. I was like, you ask any of the experienced guys here, man, they're going to tell you it's going to be 3 to 6 hours. And like it would take Paramount that long with a double crew it would still take 3 to 6 hours to tear everything down, set it up on the other thing, and be ready for talent. Fuck, like that's so he goes, he checks it out. So like maybe about 2 weeks into the 76 days that we shot, about 2 weeks into it, I started thinking everyone on his crew was calling me Kevin. I'd be getting out of my car and people would be going like, "Yo, Quabbin!" I'd like from across the parking lot, I'd like wave and be like, "What the fuck? They know I'm the white guy named Rufus. What the fuck? Like what's going on?" And finally, I go up to Otis, this big ass like one of his bodyguards, this big ass dude named Otis. I'm like, "Otis, man, what's up?" Everyone's calling me Kevin, and he goes, "Oh man, they're not calling you Kevin like that." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "They're calling you Quabbin." He said it all like plain like that. "They're calling you Quabbin," and I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "C, what was it? CWAB," and he goes, "apostrophe N," and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" And he goes, "You're gonna have to ask Snoop, man." So the next time I'm putting his dentures in, which is like later that afternoon, so I was there, the next time I put the stitches in, I'm like, "Snoop, why is everyone calling me Quabbin, man? I would have said, ask you." And he goes, "Oh man, you don't know," because he fucking actually talks like that. He's like, "Oh man, you don't know," and I'm like, "No, man." And he goes, "Cracker with a brother's name." It's the best fucking nickname I ever had in my life. Cracker with a brother's name. And no worries. Of your actual car or the car you're racing? Ah, yeah, I've got mine set to the lightest of the light blues. My car. It's a little slightly more greenish than this blue, but it's close. No, I don't think so. Excuse me. Oh my god, I almost just choked to death on a shot of espresso. Sorry, dude. It's a Turkish blend this time. I that little shot said it was a Turkish blend with a little shot of brown sugar and a tiny dash of steamed milk. So it was more like a ultra strong macchiato, really, but it was really more espresso than anything. And I love it. The science of coffee, the changes it goes through in that first like 60 to 90 seconds of existence. People don't understand what coffee does in that first 60 seconds, but it's actually really good to sip it through that first 60 seconds and experience the change in the pH value of the drink itself. It's actually I love it, man. It's really cool. Chemistry in your mouth, man. It's chemistry right in your mouth. Yeah. Take a big old bite. Yeah. Yeah. They got this look on their face like, "I can take it." I've seen people do that. I love that stuff, and I take bigger bites than I probably should, but I don't take like a bite of the candy bar. You know what I mean? I take a like a half. One of my favorite things to do with that is to like bite off like maybe a half inch by quarter inch sliver, and just stow it in my cheek. go back to work. You know what I mean? Just keep it like a baseball player chewing tobacco, but it's dark chocolate. I I should probably have like jaw cancer from it, you know, because I did it so much during like shows and stuff. Another one I did a lot was I would take chocolate covered espresso beans and stash them in my cheek like a fucking chipmunk and just like I'd be good for the day. Then once the chocolate was all gone, I'd chew the coffee bean down. I did that until what fucking movie was it? No, it was Buffy. It was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was so tired. I ate an entire five. I didn't know until after I finished it, but the guy at craft services was like, "Dude, you ate that entire tin." It was a 5 pound tin of espresso beans. I quit eating those fucking things that day. Yeah, it's like it was like quitting drinking. It was like that hard. And I quit drinking too. Quitting that chocolate, man, that chocolate covered espresso bean. That was just as hard as the alcohol. Fucking love that shit. Oh, nice. You're up by me. Are you still up in the Northwest? Nice. Oh. About the espresso? No, about the chocolate covered espresso beans. It was like an addiction. It seriously was. Like I used to fucking pound those things. Like had them with me all the time. My workstation I had them in my like this. But I pound down that fucking chocolate. Drink some coffee. But I drink like 2 pots of coffee and eat like half a pound of fucking chocolate over the course of the day. Stupid. Oh, it's really nice. Take the aerial on this curve. That was awesome. That was it. That was waiting to be said. Yeah, I blew the second one. Oh, yeah, cutting those, doing the aerials on these checkpoints on a lot of those corners is really a good idea. Oh my god, I'm doing horrible this time. It's hard to remember when you're racing. That's a fun race, so it's worth going to like speed run and learning. I said, "Oi, it's getting cold in my I got a I have a thermal. There's like a thermal thing with I get hot easy after my coma, so I got to keep the air conditioner trained on me, or it's a guaranteed seizure. So, but I get cold enough where I I have to wear a sweater sometimes while I'm keeping room cold, which is like seems counterintuitive to me, but there it is. But it's getting to be about 66 where I am right now, so I'm turning my AC off. Yep. Still waiting. Yep, they're gonna kick it. Oh wait, here's the six. We got a six. Come on. There it is. They're right there. Oh, and it's kicking us. They were right there. That's cheap. That's a cheap shot. They were 6 out of 6. They were right there. You saw them on the left hand side, right? Oh man, that pisses me off. They should give us 1 point, 1 percentage point every time they do that. We'd all be unreal. We'd all would be unreal status by now if they did that. Just one measly percentage point every time they do that, and we'd all hit unreal status. Just have to hold out till they screw up that much. Nice. Yeah, this is gonna wait. This is gonna take forever. My God, how many people are here? 1.6K.